I'm so happy to finally be back. And looking around, I'm not alone in that sentiment either. Maybe it won't last, but everyone's determined to enjoy it to the fullest while they can. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring? I knew things wouldn't instantly go back to normal, but I didn't expect all that to be thrown on us.
You want us to help liberate the capital?
With Ruhr and Bereahard silent, we have a firm foothold to take back Heimdall. If we don't seize the moment before the year is up, there's every chance the war will drag on even longer as a result.
Fighting is still brutal as ever in western Erebonia. But if the Nortia and Kreutzen provincial armies keep their word not to interfere, we may be able to turn the war around.
That does sound like the best chance we'll ever get, but I still have doubts.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have no intention of taking an active role in the war.
We simply wish to fulfill our duties as military academy students.
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
We aren't asking you to fight on the front lines to retake the city. Rather, we would like you, the students of Thors Military Academy, to liberate one very specific location.
Yeah?
And where might that be?
I'll be the one explaining that.
You're here too?
You're from the intelligence division. Huh. Hi, Elector. Long time no see. You back from Crossbell?
Yep, the most pressing problem over there is all taken care of now. So I was finally able to access the Intelligence Division's network again.
Wait a second. Most pressing problem? What happened over there?
Oh, you know, that Azure tree is gone. There was a ton of confusion after its disappearance, but President Kreuz has been arrested, and things are beginning to calm down.
We had no idea.
I remember feeling an incredible amount of mana from that tree.
Whatever happened there, it's obvious Ouroboros was involved.
Regardless of how it came to happen, the fact remains, Crossbell is of no danger to us now. Yet with that comes new dangers on the horizon.
What do you mean, Dad?
Now that Crossbell is no longer a threat, there's every chance the Calvert Republic might make a move, is that correct?
The Republic still has its own share of chaos as a result of their economic crisis and terrorism. But now that there's an opening to take Crossbell, we've no doubt they will recover sooner rather than later.
And without Gorelia Fortress to serve as an effective deterrent, there's always the possibility they could use Crossbell as a staging area to launch a military incursion into Erebonia.
As a result, our primary concern is ending this war as soon as possible. And we could use your assistance in bringing it to an ever swifter conclusion.
I understand the situation.
In that case, where is this specific location that you'd like us to liberate?
That would be the Corel Imperial Villa.
Hey, isn't that...
That's the Imperial family's villa on the outskirts of the city, right?
Are you suggesting that my family is at the villa?
We believe your assumption to be correct, Your Highness. The Intelligence Division has established that His Imperial Majesty and the rest of your family have been imprisoned there. Lady Elise Schwarzer and Imperial Governor Regnitz are also with them.
Dad's there too?
They've been there this whole time?
It's close to the capital, but it's surrounded on all sides by cliffs and the like. That makes it the perfect place to keep VIPs hidden away.
Exactly. The only way to access it via land is a special train that runs from Heimdall Station, and that is currently heavily secured by the Imperial Guard. However, were your party to use the Courageous to fly there, you should be able to get inside.
I think you already know our answer.
Yeah, I'm in.
If you say they're there, Lecter, then they're there.
It's not much different from liberating Ruhr or the Twin Dragons Bridge, if we think of it like rescuing someone related to us.
Indeed. While the Imperial family is naturally of great importance, rescuing a member of the Board of Directors fits our motives to a T.
And we've always seen it as our duty to help those related to the Academy.
Guess that settles that.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Well, aren't we being humble?
This is what friends do. To think these kids would turn out to be so dependable.
You're telling me. They're almost dazzling.
Your Highness, may we have your permission to move forward? Yes, by all means. I, Alphen Rice Arner, humbly request that you carry out this mission. Very well, Your Highness. Students of Thors Military Academy, I hereby declare that we shall dedicate our all to the liberation of the Corel Imperial Villa.
It really is strange. For all I know, tomorrow could determine the outcome of this war. And yet I feel completely at peace. Just being back here, seeing the sky, and being surrounded by this cool air makes me feel so happy. Why?
You're not planning on standing here alone the whole night, are you?
Oh, hey Celine, where's Emma?
Who knows? I'm guessing she's over in the Literature Club's room. One of the second years dragged her off. Something about checking if any of her precious book collection had vanished.
That would be Dorothy. I don't know. I could wander around, but my head's kind of full at the moment. It's like it's suddenly registering just how much this academy means to me. I knew I liked it, but I never realized how much.
Oh, well, whatever you end up doing tonight, make it count. With both Vita and Ouroboros involved, you haven't seen the worst this war has to offer. The hardest part's yet to come. And you don't want to face your friend in the goofy bandana weighed down by regrets, do you?
True enough. Oh, hey, are you here because you were worried about me? You've always been so considerate of us, even if you do try to hide it by acting grumpy half the time.
Stop that! You can't go around being nice to every girl you run into. Try treating someone special for once. Surely there's someone who fits that description better than me.
Someone special, huh?
This could be the last night you have to enjoy before everything goes to hell. Go and walk around a bit already. Oh, and go pay Valimar a visit too. Honestly, anyone with half a brain could have figured that out. Why do I have to be the one to tell you?
I suppose she's right. It seems a shame to waste a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity standing around here alone. Besides, it's been a long time since I was last here at the Academy. I should walk around and see everyone. I've got a lot of catching up to do with the people in Trista. And after Valimar offered to stand guard near the west exit, it wouldn't feel right to leave him by himself the whole night.
You now use quick travel in Trista and the Academy. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm SlayerMathis, and last time we liberated Trista finally. It's been a long time coming, but we've done it. This time we are going to start our exploration round, but we're definitely not going to finish it. There's a bunch of things that we can do. First of all, right now we can see that Elisa has a yellow exclamation mark. If they are eligible for the final bonding event, they will have that. Every single member of Class 7, as well as Toa, Alphen, and Sarah, do have options for this. And just as with the bath scenes, I will be uploading a extra episode that is just the just those final bonding events. That will not be for 2 or 3 episodes. There's a lot of people to talk to, and this one, it's not just one where you'd want to talk to a bunch of people, or just, don't need to talk to a bunch of people, but do anyways just because of world building. There are a lot of character notes that are unlocked at this point. So I'm going to do my best to not go through with that as of right now. Instead, there's a few things that are tertiary that I want to take care of.
Probably fish.
There's a fishing spot right behind the school, next to the flower garden of the gardening club. As with all fishing spots, there is a new fish to be grabbed here. I don't recall what this one is called, but again, we want to grab it because these are our final 2 fish. Yes, final 2. There is another fishing spot in Trista as well that has a new fish for us.
Not what I had in mind.
The invisible crayfish. Some good points there. Also, I know it does say that that's only 22 out of 24. You need to collect the other 23 before you can get the 24. So, yeah. Technically, I'm not correct when I say that it's our final 2, but at the same time, we need to have these 2. I don't recall if these work the same as they did in Cold Steel 1, where they can grab just about any fish. Our area that we have, I think it probably is, the area that we have in Ymir, like right outside in the valley, that one, it basically has the pool of any fish that you can grab.
Not what I had in mind.
From any area. So even if you had missed a fish, for example, you'd still be able to grab it from there. In Cold Steel 1, the pond and the Trista River, which is our other one, both functioned the same way.
Not bad.
I'm just going through this so that we can just exhaust the pond while we're here. Again, all you really need from it is that invisible crayfish. Crayfish is a weird word for me because, I mean, just, it's, by itself, it's either crayfish, it's crawfish, crawdads, they're all the same thing. And it's weird. English is a weird language. Dialects are strange as well. We grab all of those. However, we are still not done here. Right now, I'm just going to pick up all of our missile stuff. I'm not going to do any of the character note stuff for now. So, yeah. We're going to want to head into the library and talk to Librarian Carol. Have you heard of a book series called Gambler Jack 2? Its final chapter came out long ago. It reminds me of how nice it feels to see a story you followed come to an end. So got it here, so how about you give a read? I think it's a pretty fun way to while away the time. And we get the Gambler Jack 2 finale. Now, I want to make sure that I actually have all of them. I'm missing 8. Of course I am. That is fine. We'll just have to pop in by the pawn. Maybe Mict has it. I don't know if Mict still works as a pawn shop. Let's find out. Because there is actually something we can do with Gambler Jack 2 right now. Also, the fishing spot. Let's just pop on over here.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
But first, I want to go over to Mict's pawn shop. I did not use this too much in the Cold Steel 1 Let's Play. It would have saved me so much frustration because there was a single book that I had missed. You're a weird kid, you know that? Everyone's out there celebrating, you're hanging in a dingy old shop. Nice to see the war hasn't changed your attitude, at least. You're gathering information on the war and passing it to Principal Van Dyke this whole time. I need to thank you for that. Well, you gotta do something to kill time when business is slow, right? Seriously, it's no big deal. But since I hear about you helping out the Imperial Army with an operation tomorrow, let me give you a word of advice. Watch your back. You can't stick your hand into a hornet's nest without getting stung. Every action has a consequence. Very true. I'll be sure to keep that in mind tomorrow. I don't have any money. Alright. Let's just pop in, pop out. Alright. I'm just gonna keep doing this and hope that we can find it. Because we should be able to. And you do have to fully leave the shop every time. How did I miss book 8? It feels like something I probably grabbed and then at some point, just like forgetting to save, I didn't go back and get it. Reason that I am determined to get this is because we can actually grab a Zemirian ore from this, which will allow us to pick up allow us to select one of the best weapons in the game. Every single character has a item that we can get with Zemirian ore, has a weapon that we can get with Zemirian ore, of course. And they are, again, the strongest weapons for each character in the game. So, yeah. Give me a second. What am I... I'm just gonna find out what I'm missing.
Right.
Okay, yeah, it was a random point where we had to go back to Zender Gate. The emergency trust have apparently agreed to stay open until late tonight, so here I am. You guys just watch your back tomorrow. You guys behind this war, I've real much every last one. So it does put a wrench into my plans. There is something that we can do for sure, at least. If we head on over towards the upper class dorm and talk to Lot. Thank you so much for liberating Tristan from the Alliance control. It was awful. I wish I could do more to thank you, but all I have to offer is this new recipe I just put the finishing touches on. It might be happy if you share this with your fellow classmates, though. And get the recipe for the tomato hot pot. And that is our final recipe. So we will go and we'll have something to do with that in not too long of a time. Next up, we actually want to barge into this house, and where is it exactly? Here it is, in this corner. Copy of magazine, go driving for everyone here. Ooh, car magazine from Heimdall. It's a really nice paint job, actually. And we get the fiery coloring. I believe that is our final color for the bike. Let me just check if I'm missing something aside from the book. I am not, okay. So I just have to, you know what, let me just grab this fish, and then I'll just have to keep entering and leaving Mict until the book eventually shows up. But still we want to go and grab the final fish that we can. I'll finish off this, the river spot between episodes. That'll be fun.
This is
the
a big
noble carp. This is up to 670 points. So yeah, I'm just going to cut away until I finally get the Gambler Jack 2 Chapter 8 to show up. It should give it enough time. So yeah, I'll just be here for a while. You won't have to worry about it though. Huh. apparently I missed a chest in the Rhineford building. Which had Black Bell. Interesting. I don't know how I would have missed that, though. Whatever, that's fine. Anything that you miss... Oh, there we are. I seriously don't have enough money. Okay. But yeah, anything that you can find in a treasure chest, anything that is permanently missable, can eventually show up in the pawn shop. Either Monica's or Mict's does work. It's convenient that both those showed up. I did not know that I missed one. But we want to head into Kirch's and talk to Vice Principal Heinrich. Wait, could those books be? By any chance, that's a complete Gambler Jack 2 collection? Yeah, but I knew it. So have you read it already? What do you think of it? Interesting? I guess it wasn't really in the mood for a story set in Calvar, but other than that, it was fine. Why do you ask? Are you a fan? How dare you imply to have an interest in mass-market rubbish like that, and set an enemy country knowledge? No, I must be so quick to judge. Shimao gave the series a whole lot of recommendation in an interview, so there must be something of worth in those pages. Shimao, the cross-belling performer? Has nearly forgotten about his celebrity crush. I'm glad you haven't forgotten her name. That's good, very good. Her recommendation spurred within me an infinitesimal interest in those books, finding this pose quite a challenge. I finally managed to acquire copies of the original and read them cover to cover. The sequel continues to escape my grasp. It's a shame. Sign those books like a starved animal. Maybe I should just give them to him. If you really want them, I'd be happy to give you my copies. Are you sure? Of course, I've already read them, and I'm not exactly chomping at the bit to read them again. Well, if you insist, I suppose it would be rude of me to refuse an offer from a student. Very well, I'll take your extra literature off your hands. Rather heartfelt thank you in Heinrich speak. I should give you something in return, though, shouldn't I? Very well. Cimmerian ore, I can't believe it. Don't mind me asking, how do you end up with this? It's an antique that's been passed down my family for generations. It's only valuable enough for me to call it an heirloom. Never thought of it as anything more than an odd stone. From what I hear, however, the right hands can be used to customize weapons. It's not doing any good in my possession, obviously, but it might do good well in yours. Well, if you're sure, thank you very much. We'll make sure to put it to proper use. Glad to hear it. As for these books, I suppose I'll read them after you succeed in your operation tomorrow, to make sure you come back safely, and not for my reading pleasure alone. We, indeed, will. Now I'm very concerned that I missed a book, or that I missed a chest somehow. A book I can kind of understand missing, but a full chest? That surprises me. Especially because that seems like one from a boss chest. Whatever. But that is all of the extra stuff. So next time we will start going to talk to people. But until then, see you guys later.